Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, and my friends, we were going to come here at some point, just at some hour, the day Street Fighter died. Now, Rooflemonger, is that not just some hyperbole, you may say? Sure, maybe. Or maybe it's the most real thing you're going to hear all week. Ingrid, the enemy of every FGC old head, has now finally officially debuted here in Street Fighter 6 in our little World Tour teaser segment that all new DLC characters get. For the average person, you'll look at her, oh, she's cute, she's whimsical, she has a nice dress. And for FGC old-timers, they'll tell you that she's the Antichrist. She's the one who killed fighting games in the Dark Ages. Now, what exactly am I talking about? Well, we have mentioned it here before on the channel. When Ingrid got announced, we had a whole just in-depth video just going over everything about Ingrid and why, some old-timers don't care for her. And, well, I don't know, there's a lot to go over, so I'm not going to belabor every single point because it's in the video. But yeah, let's talk about the Ingrid trailer for World Tour for Street Fighter 6. So she is our final Season 3 character, and as long as pattern holds, Ingrid will also be the launch of Season 4 because the DLC pattern is just sort of weird that way, and also launch with the Season 4 patch, whatever that may be. And even without any context, you can probably tell something's a bit up with Ingrid. Not exactly like tall, angry kick man like Sagat or techno punch lady like Viper. Bit more cosmic stuff going on. Because, effectively, Ingrid is a star child. She is not a regular person like a Ryu, or even like a somewhat irregular person like an Akuma. She's her own weird thing, and going by the old words of producer Takayuki Nakayama, she's not even a main cast member, she's another guest character. Specifically, a guest character from Capcom Fighting Evolution, which is one of the worst fighting games of all time, at least from a major publisher. And it pains me to be real every now and then, but a lot of the reason us old-timers do not like Ingrid is mostly because she's just in this game. This game is not a good game, and she was the star of the game. She was the all-new character. And on top of the game not being good, her character moveset, her kit, it's a mess. It's just a wild grab bag of random abilities that don't make much sense. At least as far as putting together like a cohesive fighting game character does. So, bad game, not a well-designed character, some people like the look, but that was about it for the time. So, to be real, what we have here in Street Fighter 6 is, hopefully, a redemption arc. Her new look here, a very, Renaissance-inspired feel to me anyways, is already 10,000 times better than her stock magical girl look. It's a new game 20 years later, so you can make an all-new moveset, one that actually makes sense for a fighting game. Something with a coherent feel. She does not use Psycho Power or Soul Power like, say, Bison or Rose. She's her own thing. But if you made her play a little bit like Street Fighter V Rose, I don't know, you actually might sell me. And yeah, she's got little buddies now. So who are the little buddies? These are the Monoids, which is gonna be her story link one way or another, as it's how you, Johnny World Tour, meet up with her. So what little we knew of Ingrid back in the day, covered in the other video, check that out. She's effectively a cosmic being, all-powerful, certainly a lot better than someone who can kick and punch and throw a fireball pretty good. She can literally create or shatter reality at will, which, suffice it to say, is not the kind of character Street Fighter deals in normally. So as far as plot ramifications go, it's weird, because you can do anything. You can make any storyline you want work, you can retcon anything you want out of whole cloth. Remember how they said they were going to patch out the whole cousin deal in Street Fighter 6? Literally, Ingrid could be the tool to do that if you want to, because her power is to have all the power she wants whenever she wants to do it. She is your easiest out possible on pretty much every front. Just remains to be seen exactly how far they're gonna go with it, or if they're gonna go with it at all, right? Because Alex, they didn't even touch on Gil or Street Fighter 3 at all, really. Which to me would have been a focal point. Instead, we got Cousin Gate. What little, I mean very little, related to Street Fighter lore she does have, effectively in the one version of Alpha 3 that she's in the game, Bison tried to steal her power, and she gets it back because it's not meant for mortals or humans. And she takes Sagat's giant statue, like, you know, Sagat staged the giant statue. She takes it and flies off into the sky with it. So that's about her story. Also makes a called shot, which is off by a couple years, saying that she'll be back in the year 21X. And turns out it's 22X. And you're going to meet up with Ryu again. So it's literally been fated. So is that going to happen? Who knows? But that's all we got to work with right now. So her role, like, we can only speculate, like, plot-wise, lore-wise, right? Because she's a multiversal being, a powerful godlike being, can create and shatter dimensions whenever. So what does she do with the story, right? Like, as far as World Tour goes, I'm sure it's going to be another One Fateful Day, and you go to her instance and do her story. She does say in her trailer, this is supposed to be like a ruined, empty world. So it'll be like an empty version of Metro City. Well, I'm sure they'll have a lot of fun with it. But they could basically do anything they want, really. Like, world's our oyster. Like, we have Terry and Mai as guest characters, right? And they have sort of in-universe explanations for why they're there. If she can break the universe, maybe she can make excuses for non-canonical guest characters to show up in Street Fighter. People who don't make sense. You could get a lot of new characters in the game that would sell a lot more copies than we already have. Wouldn't that be interesting? Some even argue that Ingrid is so powerful that come Season 4, she can get Lily the buffs she actually needs to be a worthwhile character in the game. Or perhaps that's beyond even her godlike powers. I guess we'll wait and see, but obviously DLC characters are planned years and years and years in advance, and I know I'm one of the few people who actually cares about the lore, but you can do a lot of weird stuff with an omniversal being, to say the least, when usually the characters in this series are a bunch of like semi-homeless karate people. So it's a good sight different than how it's usually done around these parts. So lots of new lore opportunities, maybe new gameplay opportunities. For breaking dimensions here, why not change things up and make it Super Street Fighter 6, as she will be very likely the herald of Season 4 of the game. And who better to change things up than someone who can break reality itself? I'm just spitballing here, but this is a character that gives you the open excuse to do just about anything you want, and it's all perfectly valid because she can hand wave away something and it's literally just magically canon. I'm a known Ingrid hater and I'm willing to give her a shot, if only because I think the new outfit is so much better than the old outfit. Like, impossibly so. This look is way cooler than the generic magical girl stuff she had before. And gameplay wise, she's so bland and boring before, you have to do something new with it. So there's fertile ground to be figured out. We're light on details, but it's trailer season now, so we'll get more in time to be sure. If it's anything like the last few DLCs, we'll get a gameplay trailer in 2 to 3 weeks. And she'll be out in a month and a half-ish to 2 months, so probably roughly right around Combo Breaker time. So either right before or right after Combo Breaker looks like. If she is the herald of Season 4, with all the balance changes, then probably after Combo Breaker. And if not, I got a busy few days before Combo Breaker to do a patch video. We'll see, I guess. So, more to be covered, to be sure. There's a lot of possibilities for Ingrid and just how everything's going to turn out. And once we know more, we will be covering it on the channel, rest assured. If you want to learn more as Ingrid as a character, please check out this video. It'll be linked at the end of this video and in the video description. And here's hoping. Again, I'm an Ingrid hater, but I'm willing to open my bitter, jaded heart. So all I can do is wait and see what the future holds for us. That said, my friends, that's it for the video, and that's it for me. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.